We are live, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Academy Sports Show. Thank you for joining us today. It is a Monday around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to be a part of the show, make sure you comment. All the comments come up on the screen here. So whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, all the comments come to us directly, and you will be a part of the show. The best part of the show are the people that contribute to the show. So if you're listening right now, or if you're watching right now, make sure you share on your live stream. Make sure you share on any mode of social media. We are up on both IG, Facebook, and YouTube. So please follow us on all those modes of social media. The most important being YouTube. Search for us, the Academy Sports Show. Find our page. Please subscribe to our page and trigger that bell. That way, you know, when we go live, you can get the link and you come right in, just like Sports Dad Cephas Harris did. What's going on, brother? And you can go ahead and like and follow us on everything. I'm your host, Andre Douglas, and sitting next to me is your host, Joel Williams.
Appreciate it, man. Let me get all that taken care of. All of a sudden, everything just froze, but we look like we good to go. What's up, everybody? We in the building. It's a Monday night. It's cold outside. There's a snowstorm coming. If you saw my IG post, you saw my FB post, I said, get somewhere and sit down because we about to get boomed on by old man winter. So the best place you could be is with us tonight. Listen to the show. Let's just get it in. Big show ahead tonight. We are beginning our journey away from football, and we're talking basketball. It's time to talk NBA. So we're going to get right to it tonight. Nice quick show for you. We're going to start the show off with a couple of quick hitters from the world of sports, and then we'll get into the NBA, do a little NBA talk. A lot of things happening right now. We're going to kind of revisit. Let's press the reset button, share with you what we thought was going to happen, might happen. How are things looking right now? How are things going? A couple of announcements have come out recently in regards to certain players no longer being playing anymore while their teams decide about their future locally. Griffin, I guess. Do you guys care? I don't know. Andre Drummond, I don't know. So anyway, that plus, as you guys know, if you ever followed the show, when we get to this time of year, it is always top 25 time. And we always like to pull out our lists. And these lists carry us through the summer, through the spring, through the summer, as we get through the doldrum days of baseball coming back around and the NBA carrying us into the playoffs. The NFL draft, of course, is a big event. NBA draft, OTAs, all those things. But until then, we have to have some content. So we like to go into the vault and get our top 25s. So tonight, get your pen and paper ready because we will begin our journey of our top 25 current NBA players right now in the league today. Top 25 current NBA players. And we will give you the parameters and the rules around it and all that good stuff later. But that is where we're going to start tonight. We're going to open up with 25 down to 20, share who those are, and we're going to go from week to week, building our list all the way down to number one. And, of course, we're very interested in your top 25 list. So get ready to post your list. But you're only posting a portion. Make sure you follow the rules. Make sure you listen. Don't want you to give away anybody. Sometimes we create a debate. Sometimes everybody just agrees. But who knows? We appreciate you joining us in the live. We see you. Sports Dad Cephas is in the building. My mom's in the building. My dad's in the building. Everybody's here. We got viewers in there. I see 8 people on, so make sure you say something. Shout us out. Let us know you're there. Make sure you share the live feed. I will definitely show you up on the screen. Get your comments noticed. And, of course, you already know if you got something to say, say it. But we will hold you to it. And if you want to come say something, you want to be heard, you want to be seen, let us know. We'll shoot you the link. We'll get you involved as quickly as possible. So, with that being said, we're going to get right to it because we're going to get it in with that and much more tonight on the Academy Sports Show.
Yeah, though, let's get it in. All right. We're going to do some quick hitters, just some things that happen in the world of sports already, and just get your perspective on them. Let me know how you feel about it, Joe. Let me know how you feel about it. What's going on, everybody? Make sure, send us a wave. What's going on? Hi, everybody in the chat. Let us know How you doing? All right, quick hitters. You already alluded to one of them. Both Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin, current former Pistons, are going to be traded soon. Which guy can make the biggest impact to a team? In your opinion, you're a GM. You're the GM of the, a playoff team or trying to be a playoff team. Which guy? And you have to pick one. Don't do that.
Okay, so which guy? And I gotta pick one. Let's go with Eeny Meeny. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually have I have a legit answer on this one. If I'm gonna look at which person can give me some help right now, I'm going with Andre Drummond.
Okay.
Give me Andre Drummond. Why? Rebounder. We already know. He's still rebounding. If you bring him in and that's the guy, that's what you want him to do, he'll do that. He's not having a bad season in Cleveland. He is not. They've beaten some teams that they shouldn't beat. And they've lost some games that they should win. That's what bad teams do. Ultimately, That's not a good team in the East. He's a vet. He's been in the battles. He's been in the playoffs. He's been a star in this league. If you argue that, and they brought him there as a piece, right? Maybe build around him. I would go with Drummond. He can help you on the boards. He can still give you some points, give you some inside presence, that double feel. I would go with Drummond. Griffin, hang it up, buddy. Hang it up.
Hang it up, buddy.
Hang it up. Please. The knees are done. He was known for his athletic ability. Yes, he had game, but he had to fit the system. He needed a point guard to feed him. He needed guys to run with and play with. He's not your centerpiece. Hang it up. It's time for him to let it go. Retire. You did well. You got some money. I hope you saved a little bit. Hope you plan for your future.
You know what? I agree with you. Like, if you're the Nets and you need that rim protector, board guy, that's the guy you look for. They don't have the cap for him, but I understand what you're talking about. A poor man's Rudy Gobert, poor's man. You know what I'm saying? But I think Blake still has something to offer, man. I feel like the rumors have him going to teams like Miami. I can see him in Miami. I can see him doing the pick and roll with Hero and Duncan, rolling to the rim. He's transformed his game to the old man's game, right? Minus the contract and the injuries. I get it. I understand. But he's Vince Carter himself. He's old man game now. Post game, corner three, mid range. He's just not a dunker. He has a skill set.
He's old man on the bench game. He's not old man playing time game. He's old man veteran presence game. He's old man
not the veteran presence.
Yes, nurse the young men game. When they come to the bench, motivate them, help them with their post moves in practice game.
Wow.
No, sir. He's what's my man's name on the Heat? The big fella got all the he's a poor man's Bam. No.
I mean, listen, they need help on the at the 4 spot. He can get some 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can dust him off, man. I feel like he's uninspired here. So, yes, his game looks bad here because it's Detroit. You're uninspired. You're not winning no games. Like, I'm not trying to get hurt just playing for here. It's not about the money anymore. I just want to be competitive. So don't you think in a new atmosphere that is competitive, that has a chance to win, has a chance to go to the playoffs, his game would follow?
No.
Okay.
Just a quick hitter. I'm gonna make it short. Sports Dad said Drummond. My pop said Drummond. Sports Dad agrees Blake is done. Married to Phil. Ralph, aka Ralph Deuce's dad, says brethren. What's up, Ralph? Leonardo said Drummond easily. Blake is on his way out of the league. Andre is valuable. Big man Blake is injured. Nobody wants the contract. Mary thinks that Blake can contribute. He's with you on that one. I'm not there. Retire.
Listen,
get cancer, Ralph. Vince Carter didn't have the huge contract, and Sports Stevens makes a good point. He actually doesn't have any championship experience.
I mean, that's
They
true.
lost.
They went to the second round each year with the Clippers.
With the leader of men.
Did they make it? I don't think they made it to a.
They never made it to a conference finals.
Yeah, they never made it to a conference finals. But look, minus the contract. I get it. He's not worth the money, the $50 million he's owed over the next 2 years. Not worth it at all. I'm just talking about skill set. Skill set. We've seen guys be stars on other teams, be humble, and play the role on a team that wins. I'm saying that he's able to play that role. He's a guy. He can do every level. He can dunk. He can shoot the mid range. He can shoot the corner three, and on defense. But nobody's asking him to be the second or first option. And if he goes to a team like Miami or
the fourth or fifth option,
we're asking him to be third option at best.
He's a waste.
So if you could be the third option in Memphis, sit behind Jaren Jackson, come off the bench, get points, we're cool with that. If you can be the third option in Miami next to Bam, give him 20 to 35 minutes a game, we cool with that. Off on double on back-to-backs. He can still contribute. Andre Drummond, he is what Andre Drummond is. He's a good player on a bad team always, and that's all he's going to be.
But to your point, the value question of playoff run, I'm pulling Drummond. Besides the contract, everybody agrees with you there. The contract is a no bet. But playoff run, I'm going with a guy that I think would survive 20 games. I don't know that – there's a reason they're not going to play Blake while they're deciding his future. Because the one thing you don't want to have is an injury over the next 10 games when you're trying to decide his future. And what is he more likely to have? An injury.
That's true. All right, Ralph, we by ourselves, man. It's all good. All right, next on the quick hitters, man. We appreciate you guys. We're going to do our top 25 list, our annual top 25 list. So get your top 25s out. Put 1 through 25, the top 25 NBA players currently, your own criteria, however you want to do it. I did not add injured players to my list. I don't believe Joel added injured players to his list. And we're going to release 20 through 25, okay? We're just going to do the bottom 5 today. So make your list, and then once we get there, let's match up and see who's got who where. All right, so another point. Gonzaga, Baylor, Ohio State, and Michigan are projected number 1 seeds in the preliminary bracket. Tell us how good this Michigan team really is and what they need to do to be going on all cylinders heading into the tournament.
No fandom here. They're really, really, really good. I don't think they're – I think their ranking says exactly who they are. They are the third best team in the NCAAs right now. I don't think they're as good as Baylor. I don't think they're as good as Gonzaga because to me they still don't have an explosive player. This team's really good defensively. They guard you close. They play you tough ball screens. They come off ball screens hard. They hedge hard. They double hard. Like they play everything with a certain level of aggression at the college level. A lot of in your face, a lot of interchangeable parts 1 through 5. They are playing kind of that new style NBA ball, that positionless basketball. Even though they have a point guard, he's a little fella. But in college you need an upperclassman. If you got a good upperclassman point guard, you can go far in the tourney. They've got one. If you look at the 2 guard, it's a shooter, a slasher who can get a shot at the rim, who can shoot it from the wing. Then they have a slasher at the 3 in Wagner's brother. So that's another big time player who can get to the rim, who can stroke it. And then you got your big fella is a potential Naismith player. And then at the power forward, you have arguably one of the best players to come out of high school in the state of Michigan, out of Grand Rapids. So they have good 1 through 5. They have good 6 and 7 and 8 players to come off the bench. And the Juwan Howard system, which looks like it's a high defensive, high IQ basketball.
Yeah.
They run a lot of sets that look like NBA sets. They don't look like they run a lot of pick and roll. They take advantage of the big. They throw it down. And now they've shown you they can win big, and they've shown you they can grind it out. So, again, I'm just being purely analytical. What I see across statistically, they're one of the top 5 shooting teams in college basketball. Defensively, top 10. This team can make a run. Ohio State's right there with them. So that's going to be interesting to see how the Big Ten plays. And arguably the Big Ten is the best conference in basketball. So with that being said, although I don't think they're as good as Gonzaga and as good as Baylor, when you look at the teams on paper, arguably some people might even say they're not as good as Iowa or Ohio State on paper. When you make a run in the NCAA tourney, they're built properly to do that, and they will have played not only the regular season Big Ten, but the Big Ten tourney, which could arguably be the best preparation you could possibly get to the NCAAs. So if you don't want to believe, you should start. And if you want to join this bandwagon, there's room for you. Come on, jump on.
All right, I have nothing to contribute there. I appreciate all the information so I can sound smart to my friends. All right, next up in Houston, J.J. Watt was released by the Texans this week. Can he still make an impact on the team? And I want you to call his new team.
Ooh.
Where's he going?
I'm not prepared for that. That's not fair.
I know. That's why I gave it to you. Michigan has a shot to go deeper than the Spartans in the tourney, says Dennis.
Yeah, Leonardo pointed out guard play. They have it.
Guard play.
They have it. I agree with you 100%, Leonardo. You got to have that, and you got to be able to shoot the ball well. And they do that as well. Call my shot.
Call your shot.
Okay, let's answer the first question. Yes, he can contribute.
Even with all the injuries.
He can contribute.
Okay.
I think it would be nice to see him on a team where he isn't the centerpiece. Maybe he stays healthy because of that. There's one place I would love for him to go. He ain't going there. That's fandom talking. All right. There are 3 teams out there that have been shouted out in the chat. Dennis said 2 of them. Packers, Ravens. Leonardo points out the other one, Triple Watts. He's referring to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh can't afford him.
That's the problem there. But will he take less money to play with his brothers? So, unfortunately, I'm going to call my shot, and it sucks because I don't want to say this.
Okay.
But it scares the living daylights out of me if they get him.
Ooh. Rival.
I think he's going to end up at the Ravens.
Ooh. I'm trying to think. Any connection there? Is there a coach or a play?
Here's the thing. I think that the scary thing about the Ravens is this, which I hope that my Browns can do this. Culture. Their culture with the Ravens is just top notch.
It is.
Organizationally, community involvement, social activism. And then they put a product on the field. They draft well. He could play with Calais Campbell. Now you're not the centerpiece. They're rough. Sentimental, I can see him going to Pittsburgh, but to your point, they can't afford him. And it's not often in the NFL do you see players take less money because the violence of the game, you try to get as much money to protect yourself as you can. If he doesn't, I don't think it'll blow my mind whoa, can you believe it? I don't think it goes because it's like, okay, you went sentimental, you want to play with your brothers.
Right.
But I think he's going to end up with the Ravens. So I'll call my shot. That's with limited knowledge. I'll call my shot with the Ravens.
Yeah, listen, he's got to take a lot less. Is he as washed as people think he is? Is he to that point where I'm just going to go on the Pittsburgh Steelers and not make no money just to be with my brothers? Like that.
He's that washed. He doesn't think he's that washed.
Okay. I'm a call. See, you made a good point with the activism and stuff like that. I'm a call Tennessee. I'm gonna say Tennessee makes a push. They need a DN.
They always do it.
Yeah, I'm a call Tennessee. They need a DN. They need help on the defensive line. Vrabel seems like a coach that he would like.
That's the connection there.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good one. I think that'll be a good place for him to go.
The Titans always end up with good people.
Huh?
The Titans always end up with people.
Randomly, too.
Yep.
All right. Last but not least, Urban Meyer hires as the former strength coach from Iowa. The hire receives great backlash due to previous allegations of racist remarks. Then he resigns shortly after. Your thoughts? The Rams do. I like the Rams. They don't got no money though.
Yeah, no money there, Leonardo, but that would be sick.
They
That
really
wouldn't be fair. No money there though. Annoyed is my response to that. I'm tired of the oops. Like the second, okay, now that I've been ridiculed so much, I'll go ahead and get what I deserve, which is to not have the job.
right.
Like it's old. Like it's getting old. Like you vet. Like I question Urban Meyer and the organization because you vetted him by talking to your Big Ten people, who all could just be a bunch of guys too.
Good old boys club.
You vetted him, but this is public knowledge. This is out there. Like you vetted him and said, regardless of what's being reported, my vetting process is accepted. And yeah, here in America, we tend to give people a second chance.
Right.
But if you have any awareness of what's going on in today's America and in the sports landscape, especially in the NFL, where we just went through a hiring season where black coaches still find themselves on the sideline, how is it that you can hire this guy and he has to resign for the same reason that we knew was the issue prior to him getting the job? But there are so many qualified individuals, African-American ones, let alone other white ones too.
Right.
Like either race card or people card. How does this guy...
There was a better choice either way. There was...
I don't understand.
Yeah.
So it's just it gets old. It's tired.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Like, so what does it say about Urban Meyer? Hey, this the same guy that had my man on the staff that was beating the stew out of his wife at Ohio State.
Yep.
Who had a history of it at Florida. But hey, he's Urban Meyer. He gets a job.
Well, say, hey, he wins games. Doesn't matter. Yeah. This is one of those situations now where, bro, you're just the head football coach of this professional sports team. Like in college, the head coach, you got your finger in everything. You run it. The AD is just pretty much a title, but this is your program. You do what you want. You hire who you want. You treat whoever you want like whoever you want, and nobody says anything to you because you're God tier. You're God level. Now this is a real job. You just can't do whatever you want. That's because you vetted him. Just because y'all had to talk over the phone over a beer, be like, hey, you can't call them boys here, man. They, and all this other stuff. All right, man, I got you. All right, cool. I got you. I told you if I ever got a job in the NFL, I'd take you with me. So no matter what you did, I got you, right? Yep. You got me. Or, hey, remember when you said you got me? Hey, man, you kind of hot right now. Hey, listen, I'm not going to do it again. I know better. All right, cool. I got you. That's pretty much how that works.
Yep.
It's to think that you're untouchable in that moment in this current landscape, as you said, is just it's real ignorant, and he has a feeling that he's untouchable, but now he knows, your own the group that owns part of the Jaguars now said, hey man, you're gonna have to shut that down. Like we can take this away from you. We don't care about paying your whole salary throughout your contract. You can leave. You know what I'm saying? So he had to bow down gracefully and tell his man to go ahead and resign. Talked about he did it on his own, but he really didn't. Yeah, we know the optics of it, So he probably got paid again not to coach, just like Iowa paid him not to coach. So he's the richest racist in current sports right now. So it's really sad that it took a firestorm. It's really sad that it took all the pundits to come out and talk about how they feel. These are grown men that are going to be on your football team. These aren't kids. These aren't college kids where you're holding their careers in the palm of your hand and they have to take the bull that you give them. These are grown, made men with $1 million in their pockets, wives and kids. So, that stuff ain't going to fly. Right now, you got off on the wrong foot. So it'll be fun to see how he corrects that. And if the next strength coach or whatever coach that he hires happens to be black, now we're going to look at you sideways like, okay, now here it is.
Now you're patronizing us.
Right. So, the stories about him are out. They always been out, but now you kind of really set yourself back on this one. So do what you do best and win football games, and hopefully it gets swept under the rug like everything else racist people do. That's it.
There it is.
All right, so put your top 25. We're going to do 20 to 25. Make sure you make your list.
20.
Yeah, 25 to 20. Make sure you make your list. And we just put those bottom 5 in there. Make your list. Make sure that you
don't post your whole list tonight.
Yeah, don't post your whole list. Just make sure you got the right guys in there. Ain't no reneging. You understand me? No reneging on this one. So we're going to talk about these headlines and give you some time to make that list. I made my list 1 through 25, and we're going to do 20. We're going to do 25 to 20, as Joel would like to say, 25 to 20 up. And then we'll drop 5 guys each week till we get to number 1. All right, so last week, we didn't quite get to it. I asked, what are some headlines you're looking forward to this NBA season, or some things you're looking forward to watching, or some things you are watching, or some things you're waiting to implode, or storylines that you're watching closely this NBA season. So, we're gonna give our just three storylines that we're looking at for this NBA season. Kill said, I came late. Are we posting our list? Not the whole list. 25 to 20. Make your list so that way you don't exclude anybody. I want you to make the whole list and then just post 20 to 25, because you're going to be like, hey, I forgot this person. You can't go back. Everything's recorded.
And we give y'all some time because we're going to talk NBA. We're going to talk a couple of NBA headlines right now.
Yep.
And we're giving you some time to get your 1 through 25, 25 being the worst of the 25. And you're posting we're doing 25 to 20 tonight only.
Tonight only. All right, so here's a couple of headlines that I'm looking forward to, or storylines that I'm looking forward to, or that I've been currently enjoying so far in this NBA season. One of my storylines is I want to watch the Hornets play all the time for some reason. I want to watch LaMelo, man. Can you believe that? Can you believe that I want to watch LaMelo Ball play basketball?
I can, because he's always been the one that actually had talent.
Ooh, shots.
Just saying.
Man, it's just like, the Jump has this thing called League Pass Game of the Day, and it's always the Hornets. It's like, LaMelo. Like, what is this kid going to do? He makes Bridges look like an all-star. Like, he's just reinvigorated this team. Now he's in the starting lineup, so we get more LaMelo. I'm just a Hornets guy now, man. I like LaMelo. Oh, you got one?
Mine fits with that, but it's more like one of the interesting stories I think is the new kid. Who are the new kids on the block? So there are a couple of newbies in the sense of a newbie like LaMelo, but also teams that haven't been relevant in the last 5 to 10 years that are exciting to watch.
Okay.
So LaMelo definitely was going to be one kind of in this category, because I'm with you. I want to see him play. Like, dude's starting to make headlines night in, night out. They're real competitive. It's good to see. I was just trying to pull up some statistics on them. They are currently 6th in the East right now. Okay. So
respectable for Michael Jordan,
considering. But then there's another team out west that I've been kind of interested in, and that's the Phoenix Suns. Like, I feel like Devin Booker is legit. Like, not that I question the legitimacy of him, but we saw Bubble Ball. And
Right.
you're finding out now that bubble ball was its own different animal.
Right.
So now you're seeing teams come back to earth, and we had expectations coming into the season, knowing what it was. 2020, it's a challenge, all that good stuff. But I'm interested in seeing if the Suns can be legit. Let's see, they are currently the fourth rank. They're ranked number 4 in the West right now, and I believe they're on like a 8-game winning streak, and they've won their last 10 out of 11.
One of the best defensive teams in the league.
There you go.
Yep.
So I'm enjoying watching to see if that's a legit thing. Like if Devin Booker can really be a star in this league and really carry the team. Does it help him having Chris Paul? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
That's a perfect. You got a point guard that is legit. He's going to run that team. Which all you got to do now is go be you.
Yep.
You don't even have to carry that mantle like that.
Yep.
I'm interested in that situation. The others, I'm still interested in seeing Memphis be legit. I'm still interested in seeing the Mavericks be legit. Everybody wanted to give Luka the tops last year.
Yep.
I just want to point out they're 10th in the West right now. Just saying.
Lost a shootout to Portland last night. Good game.
Yes. So I'm just saying, y'all was ready to crown this man as like top 5 in the NBA.
Yep.
Pump your brakes, people. He ain't in my top 5. I'll tell you that.
Don't get in my list so quickly. You know things will be said.
So yeah, that's been one of my headlines though. It's kind of watching these young bucks, man. Just kind of figuring out like are some of these young teams that haven't been legit for many years. And then the ball story is I think refreshing. And it's finally nice to see one of them play like up to what the caliber of player that they were expected to be, and we don't have to hear nobody mouth about it.
Yeah. Akil said Daddy Ball said Melo was the most talented of the 3. Leonardo says it's about time MJ has a team that people wanted to watch. That's true. MJ's been struggling as the owner for a while.
That is true.
Dennis said making it look easy. Sadiq Bey. Don't he play for the Pistons? Suns are so much better on defense with CP3 and the big man as an anchor. Yes, like CP3 helps both of them, both of their cornerstone players. He helps take the ball out of Devin Booker's hand. He's not a playmaker. He's a shot maker. He's a shot taker. He's not the guy that gets the offense in motion. So taking that off his plate definitely frees him up. And then the pick and roll with the big man, there's nothing better. There's nothing better if you're a big man to have a guy like Chris Paul be your point guard. And for him to step up and take that challenge defensively, like I said, they're a top 5 defensive team in the league and riding it all the way to, 4th in the East?
4th in the West right now.
So it'll be fun to see, like you said, if they can hold on to that. The Suns are going to make a statement. CP3 good at that. Yes, he is. Got to stay healthy, guy.
Yeah, got to stay healthy. And because when we first saw him going there, you kind of felt bad for him because it's almost like, dang, they sent him to the scut. Like he got the short end of all the nasty other deals where he was supposed to be the third piece.
Mm-hmm.
He got screwed out of the Harden situation, but he's making the most of it, and it's a good thing to see. Helping the young fella be great.
Dope. All right, next one I have is I'm here for all the Brooklyn drama. I'm here for it. Every single Brooklyn Nets drama piece, I am squeezing the life out of it. I want all the drama. I want all the dysfunction. I want all of it. I love it. I'm here for it. I want more of it.
Sir, listen, we're on the same page tonight. We're having a good show because we're both thinking the same thing. We're just thinking them slightly differently. I can't stand the drama. I think it's so stupid. But I did say, so I'll just say that was also my other one of my things to watch is this going to work? And I've gone on record and already said it ain't going to work. I don't believe it's going to work. I don't believe they're going to make it to the finals. I've said it. I'm going to have to get held to it. I'm going to have to eat it if they do. But to me, it just isn't going to work. I've been trying to watch them play. Okay, like
I got a show on Monday. I got to watch this.
Exactly. I've been trying to be credible on our show, so I've been trying to watch NBA games.
Yeah.
Specifically, I've been trying to watch them play. It is so painful to watch. Like, when they run the numbers off, you're like, Harden had 18, 15, and 13. Oh, he's passing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I watch him like, this is painful. This isn't offense. It's just really, they're kind of just taking their turns. And Harden's deferring a little bit, but they're just kind of taking their turns.
Yeah.
When this team gets under some pressure, man, they're going to implode. I'm not a believer in this team.
Implode.
But it is going to be media worthy to watch. But I'm sorry. It's painful to watch. I tried to watch a few of their games, and I'm done. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to watch whose turn is it? Is it your turn or my turn to shoot? Because like whoever's turn it is, there's no passing the ball after that. Like if I'm throwing it to KD's not passing it back to nobody else. He's going one-on-one and scoring a bucket. Then Harden brings the ball up. He's going one-on-one, 20, step back, he's shooting. Kyrie gets the ball. He's going skip that diddly all the way to the rim. So it's literally, does Joe Harris get a shot? Does anybody else?
Whatever he does, sure.
To shoot the ball? No, nobody does. Now it's Kyrie coming out saying Harden's the point guard. I'm the off guard. It's like, I love it. There's just so much drama.
Who told you that? That's the part. It's like, did you guys agree to that before you said it?
It sounds like it.
I mean, they average 120.9 points per game, and they give up 117.
Yeah. It was worse than that the last couple of weeks. They just started playing a little bit of defense.
Leonardo says they are dysfunctional at best, two dribble drunk people, and KD is like taking the least shots, and you can't outscore everyone, especially when no one plays defense.
No one plays defense. So to your point earlier in the year about getting rid of guys, they had a great formula, right? Karis LeVert was the anchor of that second unit. They were playing good. And I will be the first one to admit that I undervalued the Fro. I undervalued Jared Allen. I just thought he was just a big, like just another guy. He was really instrumental to that team. Great team defense. Shout out to your Cavaliers. That's why they're getting rid of Andre Drummond, because they got their guy as a centerpiece center over there. This guy supplanted Andre Drummond. Like, they really believe in him that much. The guy plays hard. He wants that big contract, great defense, and he is sorely missed because DeAndre Jordan is not the answer at center for the Brooklyn.
I think we have a listener on the show right now that was beating us up about DeAndre Jordan. Weren't we getting ridiculed? Or maybe I was. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to call any names. But I believe somebody took a shot at me for raking DeAndre Jordan over the coals when this trade was made. But I'm just saying,
DeAndre Jordan. I would definitely say that I was wrong because Jared Allen's impact, they miss it. They miss it a lot. And not even as much as Karis LeVert. I thought Karis LeVert would be a big thing, but, you supplant that with James Harden, so it kind of offsets one another. But
right. But the difference is team. That team was better. They had all the pieces. Even when who got hurt? Dinwiddie?
Yeah.
Even when he went down with the torn ACL, they still had pieces. I told you, had the perfect blend of young, hungry cats and then two championship winners. You had rings already in Durant and Kyrie. They're emotional as all get out, but they know what it takes to get there and win it. And KD has been there as the alpha male. Kyrie, LeBron definitely carried you, buddy. And we find that out more and more as you matriculate through the league. But KD's been the alpha male. So y'all had the young cats. Just grab your 3 and we about to run y'all out the gym.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I still don't agree with it. Even if they went, I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna have a reason. I'm gonna do a Tom Brady, even if they win an NBA championship, and still come up with a reason as to why they shouldn't have won the NBA championship. And why I'm right. Thank you.
The team that played defense. They were deep. They were deep. That was a deep team. But I mean, I feel like, not to defend them, but the whole Kyrie situation and then Williams getting hurt, they had to pull the trigger. So now they just got to reap what they sow, and I'm here for all the implosions. I'm here for all of it. My last one is race for number 1 in the East. I'm looking to see these guys really battle it out. Boston, Philly, Milwaukee. There's definitely a race for the number 1 seed. There's legitimacy in that number 1 seed. That home field advantage, or home court advantage. So who can supplant the Milwaukee Bucks? Can the Nets get it going? Who can do it? So that's a
good one. The East right now, 1 through 4 sits at Philly, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Indiana. Boston just got blew out last night.
They missed Smart.
Yeah, so Philly is 18-9, 2 games ahead of the Bucks. Who I don't know why anyway.
Philly's
2.5 out, and Indiana is 4 out of out of the
Indiana games are just like,
sir, they're all just like that.
Like, who are these people?
This is going to be the roughest NBA season we've ever been through.
Who are these
people?
Like, in the game, Sabonis has 37, 12, and 9. I was like, how did he get this stat line? Like, he's the most non-assuming NBA player you've ever seen.
They are the greatest 4 through 6 seed ever. They're always sitting right in the middle of the East.
Very consistent.
Threatening the 1 seed every year in the second round.
Nate McMillan always got 6th place. We're gonna fire him, hire a new guy. Now we're 4th.
We're 4th. There you go. There you go. So sticking in the lines with where you are. Mine is about the West. Hey, newsflash! AD's hurt again. This dude's always hurt.
Always.
So guess what? Utah's a game and a half out in first right now, and they're balling. So my storyline is, what's happening in the West? Is this the year? Or are the Lakers just biding their time until the playoffs?
Wasn't this supposed to be the year of the Clippers' domination? Where's the domination at, Clippers?
Hey, they're 2.5 games back. They're 20-8.
They're supposed to be just destroying the league, weren't they?
It feels off to me. It's 2020 carryover, right? So there's something off about this. But don't look now. The Portland Trailblazers are the 5th seed. Phoenix Suns are the 4th seed. And we just talked about Phoenix. We know about Portland. We know if that team stays healthy, they are always dangerous.
They're never healthy.
Right. They're never healthy.
They're doing this without Nurk and CJ.
I know. And then Denver, what the heck? You guys are the 7th seed. I just don't get it. So my other storyline is, what's going to happen in the West? Who's gonna take over the West? Or are the Lakers just hanging around, waiting on AD to get healthy? Because he's never fully hurt. He's always just oft injured, small hurt. And everybody's got to be concerned about him.
Yep. A week here, 3 games there, 4 games here. Yeah.
So we'll see. That's my number 3.
All right. We gave y'all enough time.
So my mom, she sent me a text. She reminded me, actually, it's 25 through 21 because we have to count 25. So our bottom 5 is actually 25 through 21.
Cool. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. So appreciate the correction there. So we're doing top 25 NBA players currently. Now this is let us set the ground rules. All right, help me out if I forget anything, Dre.
Ground rules.
This is your list, which means you can fight for your list however you want to fight for it. You could set parameters. You can use we're calling this top 25 current players in the league. You could define in the league as injured but in the league or playing currently. Also, you like I said, you can argue any of your guys, and you are subject to be debated upon at any time.
Okay.
All right.
Personal grudges allowed.
Yeah.
All right. So I see you, Akil. You got your 25 through 21. The only thing I got is I didn't put Clay on my list because he's not healthy, not playing this year. So I couldn't assess him. Otherwise, he would definitely be on the list. Definitely top 15, for Klay Thompson. But unfortunately, he's not playing this season. And then also there's certain NBA players I don't like. I don't like them. So they didn't make it on the list. So but I tried to be respectable for people where, I think they go personal favorites a little higher than others. But here we go. So I'll go first because Akil stole a lot of people on my list. And Joe's still trying to write his list as we speak.
I'm just making sure. I was making sure. I tried to go 25 backwards and it didn't work. So pre-show, I've been trying to fill in my list as fast as I can.
So at 25, I have Gobert as well. Thank you, Akil. At 25, I have Gobert. I told you before the show, this was the hardest number for me. Okay. Yeah. 25 was the hardest number for me because I had it. I had everything set. And then there was a couple guys like, no, I'm not putting you on my list. I don't like it. And there was another guy like, you ain't did enough. There was another guy I was like, I don't like you. So I put Gobert at 25. He's doing his thing. Number one team in the West. Defensive anchor. In running for defensive player of the year again. Going to be an all-star this year. So at 25, I put the $100 million man, the center, Rudy Gobert, number 25.
All right. You want me to give my 25?
Are we going back and forth, or you just want to do the 25 through 21?
Let's go back and forth.
All right, go ahead.
I think that'll just in case we need to have a debate.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm going to start off by raising a ruckus right now.
Ooh.
So at 25, I have Zion Williamson. I have Zion because to me, Zion he makes my list because I still believe he has potential to blow up this league. And from what I've seen so far, when he plays, you do see a different guy. You see an elite player. But that team doesn't look better to me because of him. They still just feel like they're just sorry.
Oh.
So it's almost like, and I could argue, is he the best player on his team? I'm going to give him.
You haven't watched a lot of Pelicans basketball.
They're 11-15. Third to last in the West. I'm going to give him 25 because I feel like he can be top in this league. And he deserves to be here because he hasn't had his full shake yet.
Okay, I want to see how the rest of your list pans out, especially number 24. At 24, I have Zion's teammate, Brandon Ingram. I put BI at number 24. Last year's most improved player. Definitely stepped into his own, walking bucket. But like you said, the team's underperforming. This is an all-star caliber guy, great talent. You look for him to make that jump next year to like top 15. But right now, I think 24 is a safe spot for Brandon Ingram.
You have now named the first guy that is not on my list, and I don't regret it.
All right. Okay.
I don't regret it. And you know why I don't regret it? Because I feel like he's that because he's on the New Orleans Pelicans.
Ooh.
To me, when he was with the Lakers.
I mean, opportunity means everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, true.
I'm sure some guys on your list that are scuddy teams that ball out.
That's fair. All right. So, know my 25 was a potential ranking, okay? That's why my 24 through 1
judged. I judged you already.
My 24 through 1 goes from there.
I judge you already.
I think this dude gets low respect in the league, but I think he's a top 25 player. To me, last year was a big year for him because this team was not expected to do anything because they lost their bona fide star. But to me, he carried them, and he carried them at an elite level, arguably back to an elite level. So I think that one of the more talented fours in the league deserves a top 25 ranking. It's Pascal Siakam at 24 from the Toronto Raptors. Hey, he won 6-man.
What?
So he's got an award. Has he been an all-star?
What?
Pascal Siakam at 24.
Pascal Siakam?
Yeah, man.
Having the worst year ever.
Hey, this is my list. Currently in the league. Some guys ain't having a year, and they're on their list.
What? Chat, what is happening here? Why? Is this the list for 2018 or are we in 2021? Pascal Siakam.
Yes.
Siakam. B.I. or Pascal Siakam? Put that up next week. Who's better?
Oh.
Like, come on.
Hey, man, I don't like
Zion or Pascal Siakam?
I'm not a Brandon Ingram fan, bro.
Zion or Pascal Siakam? Start your franchise right now. Who are you picking? Oh, I'm picking Pascal. Says nobody. All right.
Whatever.
That guy's not on my list. I can tell you that.
Hey, hold on a second. Let me just go. See, this is why I like you got to get information. Let's get the information.
Okay.
He's averaging 20 a game, sir.
Okay.
He is. He's averaging 20 a game.
Okay.
Just want to point that out.
All right. Good for him.
You say he's having a bad season. He's not having a bad season.
20.
Where we at?
25, 23. So I got Gobert, Ingram, and I got the teammates. I got Zion. At 23. That's why I didn't give you that much flack because I knew he was low on my list too. I got Zion at 23. See, Kill, we right there, man. We right here. I got him at 23. I've watched some Pelican games, and the brother's dominant. I mean, he's dominant at what he does, and what he does is paint. He gets in the paint, he moves you, and he dunks the ball. Great bounce, great offensive rebounder. He's really early in his career, so nobody's really demanding too much of him. They're trying to make him this playmaker where he's like bringing the ball up court. I don't like it.
They should not do that.
Yeah, he's not a natural playmaker like that, so I don't know what Stan Van Gundy's doing. But, hopefully he gets a new coach.
I mean, listen, it's Stan Van Gundy.
Do not sign the extension. Isn't it easier for us to say this, right? Like, you're on a bad team. Don't sign the extension. Go pick your shot and take $30 million less, right? The difference between 170 and 200 million, it doesn't seem like a lot to us because we ain't got it.
True.
But would you rather suffer like Anthony Davis did after he signed his extension at the Pelicans? Or would you rather go call your shot and have people court you and pick your teammates?
Do that.
Don't sign the extension, young fella. Because Stan Van Gundy is your coach, and it ain't changing no time soon.
He's the guy you hired for you guys to suck while they try to make some money and hold on to a franchise.
Oh, man. Kill said he's an underrated defender as well. Yeah, man, the Pelican games that I watch, they just blow a lot of leads. I mean, to be completely honest with you, they'll be up, and at the end of the game, they're already down 10 with 2 minutes to go. Like, bro, you were winning. I don't understand what happened. So
that sounds like the same Pelicans that were coached by Alvin Gentry.
So 25 go Burr, 24 Ingram, 23 Zion.
All right. I go 25 Williamson, 24 Siakam, 23 Ben Simmons, who I know didn't make your list.
He's actually higher. He's
Really?
not on today's list.
Okay. Yeah. He at the end of the day, buddy, you don't shoot. I'm sorry. But he legitimately helps this team be better. Like they're number one seed. And if they are going
I gotta redo my list. Should I? Everybody else got them low.
If they're gonna do something, no, don't redo it now. If the 76ers are gonna make it, it has to be with Ben Simmons. It's not gonna be without him. From a skill set, from a height and an advantage at his position, he's arguably in the top 25, but I have him low on my list. He is at 23. Ben Simmons. He could get higher if he could make a jump shot.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely, he definitely impacts the game in different ways. They're a higher seed team this year, so I definitely put that in effect in my ranking of him. I definitely acknowledge his skill set. He's not my favorite player. I don't like him as a person, but I'm trying to be fair, so we won't see him today. But you'll definitely see him tomorrow. I mean, but I get it. If I wanted to be petty, I would have put him at 25.
Yes, I thought he would be in your bottom 5 for sure.
So after Zion at 22, I got Ice Traded Game. Trae Young, Ice Traded Game. They started off hot. I'll tell you what, they started off hot, and then somebody pissed off Trae Young, and he was like, you know what, then you do it. It's one of those things where they go, young fella, you shoot too much, you do it too much, let your teammates get in. I was like, all right, cool. Y'all go ahead and do it. See how much you need me. Nigga shot 2 shots the next game. They lost by 30.
Hey, I got a question. How's that Rondo pickup working out?
It's as Dennis said, veteran leadership. As you said before, veteran leadership.
I think we were raked over the coals for that one too.
They are constructed well. They are. They're a good mix of young and old. Young players, veteran players. Gallinari, Rondo, mixed with the young players. Hunter, Trae Young, Reddish. It's just something isn't clicking.
They're doing this.
For them to be consistent, they just need another guy score. Like your point guard being your number one scorer is hard in this league.
Hard to do.
It's hard
to do.
You gotta be like next level. So in the East, I don't know if you said where they were in the East, but I hope for them to make the playoffs because their style of play is exciting. But Trae Young by himself is a good player. He's definitely a top 25 player.
They're sitting tied for 9th right now with the Miami Heat.
Okay. All right. So you got room for improvement, but at 22, I got Trae Young.
All right, I like that. He's actually on my list, a smidge higher. At 22, I have. From the West leading Utah Jazz, Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
So, supreme defender, shot blocker, rim guy. I mean,
What,
just Rudy Gobert.
What is there else to say?
Yeah, Rudy Gobert.
and my last one, 21. Akil stole it. Ja! Where's Ja? Somebody come get Ja. I love that sketch. Ja Morant, man, got injured early in the season, working his way back, but he almost boomed on Zion. He's like they said it in the broadcast the other day. I think before the Lakers game, like he's got all these almost highlights, right? The almost dunks, the almost finishes. He's like crotch rocking all these guys, but he never like gets it all the way in there. But I look for that great highlight out of Ja. He's on an upper trajectory right now. People talk about his leadership, his playmaking. Just get that jumper to where it needs to be. But the guy is like, when he turned the corner on AD in that Memphis LA game, I was like, man, like you went at AD like an all-world blocker. But
Yep.
he jumped off the wrong foot and got to the rim before AD could even get set to get that layup in. It was great to see. So the guy is a great talent. Got me watching Memphis games, just like LaMelo got me watching Hornets games. So I got Ja Morant at 21. Definitely couldn't have a list without him on it.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with today's show, but you and I are in sync perfectly. So it's working out to come to an end like this. At 21, I'm sitting the same. I got Ja.
I think we should text each other's lists to each other so that way we can't change.
Okay. I'm down with it. So yeah, I got Ja sitting at 21. And I mean, you said it all. A talent that is like almost there. Like you watch all these games, like dang, almost, because I'm waiting to see that highlight. That's how exciting he was in college, and so I'm waiting to see those big plays happen. I thought they were pretty exciting last year going into the bubble situation. I thought that was pretty cool to watch how he kind of came on the scene and was helping them be relevant again in a sense. And I think is nothing but up for those guys. I like to see Memphis continue to draft and continue to build around to where he maybe could stay there. But if not, Ja, do the same thing we told all y'all other ones to do. Don't sign the extension.
Don't take the extension. They're going to fifth-year option you and then just ride that out to free agency, bro. Don't take the extra bread. Please don't. All right. So, my 25 to 21, Gobert, Ingram, Zion, Trey, Ja. Yours?
Zion, Siakam, Simmons, Gobert, Morant.
All right. So
and after you heard 4 out of my 5, it really softened the blow of Siakam.
Once I break down your list, obviously Trae Young's higher on your board.
Yes.
And Pascal, I don't know.
You just don't know enough about him.
No. No.
I sent my list over to you.
Okay.
It is etched in stone. I will not touch it. I will not touch it. I think it's a pretty good list.
Before I even see yours.
Yep. Just send it. We'll wrap the show. Don't even discuss it on air.
Okay. So nobody, I didn't even, I should have looked at it and just tweaked some stuff. But you know what? Gotta go with it.
Yeah.
All right. So appreciate you, man. Thank you, Akil, for putting your 25 to 21, man.
Let me post it up there. There we go.
We appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
He's got Clay in there. Healthy Clay. Healthy Clay at 21 is low, isn't it? Is that low for Clay?
Is it 21 Clay or healthy Clay 1? Like you put them at number 1. I don't know.
No, because he's got Gobert, Ben, Zion, Ja. That's 4 players. He's got Clay at 21.
I got a good reason.
Clay at 21 feels low to me, healthy. I mean, if he's healthy, isn't Clay top 15?
Yeah, easily. There's guys I definitely would put under Klay Thompson.
He said he's got a reason. We know my number 1.
Yeah, okay, I got you. All right, typo. All right, let's pay the bills. Thanks and shout out to our sponsor, Mr. Mike Vaughn's Plumbing. Vaughn's Plumbing, both licensed and insured, provides top quality services at great prices. Whether it's just getting up to cold waterproofing or daily home services, we suggest you call the man.
313-304-7786.
VaughnsPlumbing.com.
.com.
Gives you a map of all the areas that they service as well as the services that they provide. But we suggest you call the man.
313-304-7786.
That man right there is on our top 25 list. See how I try to incorporate.
Nice. Hey, y'all can hit us up with your top 25 lists as well. Shoot them over to Academy Sports Show at gmail.com. We'll hold those lists to make sure there's no changing and moving around of your list as we go. Our lists have been shared with one another now so that our lists are etched in stone. We cannot make any adjustments. So if you want to shoot your list over to us, remember we're doing top 25. You don't have to send the whole list. Well, yeah, you got to send the whole list. If you're going to send it, send the whole thing, make a commitment. But next week when we come back, we'll share our 20 through 16, if my math serves me correctly, our next 5 on the list as we build to our number 1 or to our top 5. So, man, we appreciate everybody joining us. You can check us out on YouTube at Academy Sports Show. Subscribe, hit the bell. Make sure you go on Facebook, follow us on Facebook. You also follow us on IG at Dre_on-air or at JWillow2. You see our tags, our handles right underneath our names. He is looking at my list. Are you looking at my list right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to see because you got somebody in there. How he made your list, and I see who I got in and who you put him in for.
Okay.
Right.
We appreciate your Q. Say great show, fellas. We appreciate it as always. So appreciate y'all joining us in the live feed tonight, as always, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on my Facebook, Dre's Facebook, or on YouTube. We appreciate you guys joining us. Hit us up, man. If you want to jump in the show, there's always a future opportunity. Just DM us. Let us know. If you got any topics you want us to cover, let us know as well, because right now all we have is the NBA and our top 25.
That is it. We appreciate you. Thank you, Akil, man. Thank you, everybody who commented. Leonardo, Dennis, everybody, Cephas, Ralph, everybody who commented, man. Appreciate it. Thank you all so very much. Until we meet again next time, I'm your host, Andre Douglas, your host, Joe Williams.
Stay safe. See you guys next week.
Adios.